So let's begin by settling the body, adopting a stable, comfortable, upright position serviceable for meditation. So we think about keeping our feet flat and our back straight, torso open, hands in the lap, right over left, with the palms upturned and the thumbs gently touching. Our eyes are gently closed or slightly open, making sure we let in enough light to remain alert. Try to maintain an awareness of not slouching, not leaning. Also let go of any unnecessary tension or rigidity in the body, relaxing into a stable, comfortable, upright position, just allowing the body to fall into place. And we begin to move the mind inward, constraining it just to the body and mind, allowing sights and sounds in our environment to be as they are without investigation. We begin to concentrate that awareness in the present by attending closely to the physical sensation of the air as it moves into and back out of the tip of the nostrils, giving ourselves the instruction to notice quickly when anything other than that one physical sensation is arising in the mind, and then without judgment or frustration to lift our awareness up from those distractions and to place it gently but firmly again and again on the breath. And then when the mind feels more calm, we'll generate a broad, altruistic motivation for our time, taking a moment to intentionally widen our circle of concern, trying to embrace countless sentient beings within the field of our practice, seeing oneself as the recipient of this interdependent web of kindness that flows from all other sentient beings toward oneself, recognizing how we are supported by their efforts, their energy, their work, the fact that we benefit irrespective of their motivation means that their work is a kindness. And we do benefit from clean water, nutritious food, relative safety, relative peace, from being able to access the expertise of others. We benefit from having learned all of our skills, amassed all of our knowledge from others. And sentient beings provide the field of our spiritual growth and development, allowing us to practice kindness, loving kindness, patience, ethics, generosity. So all of our past, present, and future happiness depend upon sentient beings. So take a moment to generate that sense of gratitude. And then think that now is the time to repay that kindness. I myself have achieved a perfect human rebirth with all of its freedoms and endowments. And these kind sentient beings, although they wish to be happy, they wish to be free of suffering, they meet again and again with painful conditions. So by tapping into my own potential, becoming truly beneficial for others, I can lead them out of confusion, out of suffering, can repay their kindness by bringing them to a state beyond suffering, a state of genuine contentment. And think that creating the conditions in my own mind to be able to do that is the purpose of my time. And with that motivation, and contemplate one of the aspects of transforming the mind in that way, which is to deal effectively with the problematic states of mind that arise. Those states of mind that take us away from having the time, the space, the energy to engage in our spiritual lives fully. The energy of attachment that Venerable Rubina will be doing her weekend retreat on. This energy of attachment is a mind that observes something that seems pleasant and notices only the aspects of it that support viewing it as pleasant, exaggerating those qualities, ignoring any other qualities that it has. From our side, we see it as though it was made of happiness. And so when we are in touch with these objects of attachment, we get these momentary pleasant feelings. And so our days become filled with striving to be in contact with these objects. Think in your own lives, what objects for you are objects of attachment? What actions do you often engage in to try to be in contact with them? and try to analyze over time, again and again being successful in contacting these objects of attachment, how much of those experiences are real happiness, how much are filled with ups and downs, and what is the nature, the quality of my mind when this striving is active. Is the mind peaceful, calm, or is their mind agitated? What happens immediately after an object of attachment is contacted? Do we feel satiated, or do we just look for the next object of attachment? Try to get clarity in your own experience on how this is unfolding. And think that up until now, following the mind of attachment has been my default state, settling for these moments of fleeting sensory pleasure, even though the mind is unsettled, agitated, and following the mind of attachment only gives rise to more attachment. We are, in fact, energizing an afflicted state, thinking of it as happiness. Try to see if that seems true in your experience. Try to become disenchanted with energizing the mind of attachment. Bring to mind whatever experience you have with times in your life when your mind was more balanced, when you were intentionally trying to see things realistically, when you were relating to others and to things outside of yourself without expectation, without being driven to please the ego. Whatever limited experience you have, think of the quality, the nature of your mind at those times. How there was an abiding satisfaction. And then be determined to put more energy, more effort into cultivating those states of mind, noticing the mind of attachment and moving into that more balanced, more realistic way of relating. Having recognized in your own experience that that is true happiness. And then when you're ready, we'll come back together. And we'll dedicate. So recollect your altruistic motivation and think that by having engaged in this contemplation, you've actualized that motivation, which has generated positive energy in your mind. And think that you freely offer the fruit of your practice, that positive energy for the benefit of all sentient beings without exception. Thinking strongly, when this positive energy ripens, may it serve as a cause and condition to eliminate war and conflict, poverty, famine, disease, disasters, all painful inner and outer conditions. May it fully ripen the minds of all sentient beings. May they quickly meet perfect teachers and arise in the state of full enlightenment. May I too achieve the state of enlightenment so that I might work for the benefit of sentient beings perfectly. May any obstacles facing the Guru's long life be completely dispelled, and may all sentient beings in this moment come under the joyful care and guidance of enlightened beings. May we be guided and protected until we swiftly achieve that state of enlightenment. Thank you.